everybody. Today we've got a bit of a follow-up to one of the odder and surprisingly more popular videos we've done. I've got a couple of these LED disco ball type lights. These are little 3-watt rated, and we'll test that. I'll grab my power meter in a minute here. LED lights, they say 5 to 10 meter flash range. Warm tip, if you plug in the phone will not light, please open the phone and set it up as OTG. So it says they should be compatible with plenty of things, and we're going to take a look at this. So I don't know how they anticipate you plug this into a phone. All USB connectable. So I guess they're anticipating that you have an OTG cable for these. And the packaging is not reflecting on Elfin, who made these. That's on Amazon, Squished the Box. But, so, they're pretty straightforward. We've got plastic dome, no fiberglass, nothing fancy like that. No switches or controls, just a pretty straightforward USB accessory. And if we plug it in, look at that. So it's a little light show. Let's get 2 of them in there on my power bank here, and it's an interesting effect. Let's go ahead and cut the lights so we can see just how bright these are. I'm not going to do a lumen measurement on these like I did with the Lipscene USBs. Because they're not white light. They're not a single coherent light source. So a lumen measure would be ineffective. That's not bad. I would have liked a couple more features on here. Maybe some kind of selectable pattern option or something of that nature. But if you just want a little blinking USB disco light here, these are $7.99 for a 2-pack, or I guess they're only available in a 2-pack and a 1-pack. $4.98 for one. So if you're going to get them, get the 2-pack. These are fun. I don't really see myself using these a whole ton for this, or for anything really, what's the word I want to use here? Serious. They'd be neat to put on like a kid's Halloween costume, or let's bring the lights back on. Kid's Halloween costume or some kind of thing like that. Somebody who is, let's go ahead and pop that open, a maker might go ahead and grab where's the Tack Life driver? There we go. Might be able to use these for various other things or adjust how they behave. Looks like this just kind of snaps together, so if I poke at this just the right way, I don't want a screwdriver, I want this little, there we go. Yeah, so that just pops right off. How odd. There's a microphone in here. I wonder, well, wonder if they respond to audio input. So if you look at the board, we've got a little teeny tiny IC, probably some little microcontroller. We've got a microphone, we've got 1, 2, 3 LEDs, and then just some surface mount capacitors and resistors. I'd say the whole setup probably runs on 5-volt native. And then we've got one little transistor here, probably related to power. So if I plug this in, and then I'm going to play some music from Electrix's channel. Well, would you look at that? So they clearly respond to audible input. Alright, so that's enough of that before we piss off the YouTube content algorithms. But that's a neat trick. So there is a microphone in here. I'm not convinced how well, I mean, I guess I can see it responding to my voice. As I say, I'm not convinced how well it'll work inside the sealed enclosure here, but there is a small hole to allow air to move in and out. And I wanted to measure their power usage. It would seem that I cannot currently locate where I have left my USB charge doctor to measure the power on these. So I'm just going to have to slide that in over this part in post as text, which is not as much fun as showing it live, but I will do that as soon as I find it. And I guess I like these. They're not the most, what's the word I want to use, precise lighting you could do, but they're fun. And I might, I might use these in a project. I mentioned they'd be cool for certain costumes. They're certainly nice little effect lights. They're a fair bit brighter than the Lipscene USB LEDs that I looked at before. Those were nice. I've actually put one behind my monitor for an effect light on my desk. But certainly were not the brightest. Although you got to pick which color you got. Whereas these are kind of, well, here we'll plug them back in. They're audio controlled. But that does mean that they seem to sync up a little bit better than I would have thought they would based on being completely separate lights. In fact, let's hold this like this. So I like them. They're fun. Certainly a good toy for kids. I mean, I know it's not going to compete with a game. Well, kids don't even have Game Boys anymore. It's not going to compete with a Nintendo Switch or something for amusement. But certainly a fun little thing that could be used in different projects. Good little effect light. If you want something that's going to respond to ambient noise. In fact, I might even end up using these at work. We've got a demo rack in one space, and background lights are neat. So that's all there is to it. They are $7.99 for the pair. Yeah, look at them blink when I tap them. Which, if you're going to get them, I would buy a pair. Closing out, I want to thank our patrons and anyone who uses our Amazon affiliate links for helping to support Pocketables. I also want to thank Electrix for providing our opening and closing themes, and we used some of his music to test the microphone sensitivity on these as well. Thank you for watching.